Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's call, tonight's training call, I should say. I'm doing it tonight with the lovely Anri Powell. She's on my side, and we're going to talk about recruiting and retaining the new brand partner that you bring in. So there's various systems and ways that you do it. So before I go into the slides, I'm going to give it to Anri just to say her little share, and then we'll kick it off. We won't be long with this, because we respect the data things. Remember, the recordings that we do, you got to use them when you're going to recruit new people. You send them the recordings, because we basically do the training, and we know that not everybody can be on the call. So take this and share it out there with your teams. So Anri, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. Thank you so much for being a super host. You have you have done so much the past weeks, to really up the training, and we really, truly appreciate your servant leadership and all that you do for all of our teams. And we really would just like to say thank you for that. Guys, I think it's so important, we can go through the onboarding videos, we can go through our back office, we can go through all these things, but at the end of the day, we need to be able to sit with someone and start explaining to them how and why you want them to become part of your business. And I think sometimes it comes easy for certain people. I'm in marketing, so for me to market a product is really, I can sell ice to an Eskimo, but it's not always possible. And it doesn't always come easy for a person if you are, because everyone is not marketers, everyone is not entrepreneurs, but everyone can do this business. And that's why it's so important. And there's really a very nice and effective, quick how to really start speaking to someone. If you meet them for coffee, to take a piece of paper with you and somewhat draw what we are busy with doing in this business. And then from there on, the follow-up that you need to do to make sure that you take them and make sure that you get them on the products, let them experience the products for themselves. And then from there on, tell them about the amazing business opportunity that they that there is. But it's very important for you to know when you sit in front of someone what you are talking about. And Nick is going to take us through all these steps of easy recruiting and just speaking to someone and be authentic about it. It's very important, guys. Don't try and be someone that you're not. You need to be authentic. You need to be you. You need to be real. You need to be able to tell people why you're doing this business and how you've been struggling, but the amount of people that you are working with and that takes you into this business and that's locking arms with you to make it worthwhile, because that is why it is network marketing or, network marketing. We have a network of people that's going to market this with you. So, Nick, thank you so much for taking the slides and taking us through this, and also give your experience of what you have learned the past few years, being really someone who's been in this industry for quite a long time.
Thanks, Anne. Thanks as always. And yes, absolutely. In our business, servant leadership is prize one. You can't expect to do well in this business if you don't have that servant leadership mentality, because you're in it for yourself, but not by yourself. And whether you're in the same team as somebody or not, together you go far. It's good to be there, create the momentum together, because when you're building a country, you can't go alone. You've got to go with everybody, because everybody is going to make the noise. When you come onto a Zoom, everybody has to have that same mentality, so that when you're on a Zoom, you rather have 16 people than 8. Next week we'll have 16 plus one person each. We'll have 32 people. And so we grow. When you look at the Zooms in the US or in Europe, they've got hundreds on their Zooms. Why? Because they're bigger, they've been around longer. South Africa and Nigeria, I can tell you right now, South Africa launched in November 2021, and I've got news for you. We're still launching. We are still launching. There's 66 million people here. Okay, if we don't have all the 66, we're still launching. The same with Nigeria. The difference between Southern Africa and Nigeria is we've been through the teething problems of the year, which we have now made sure Nigeria doesn't have it, but Nigeria has got their own little teething problems, but that's what happens when you get off the ground from the get-go. So I'm going to go through a couple of slides, not going to be long, on how to retain and gain a new brand partner. These are previous trainings that I've done, and that's the beauty about our business. You can always go back into your, in inverted commas, library and see what you can pull from there, and so that you can train and teach the people out there, because the system is the same. The system is the same in South Africa, in Nigeria, in the US, in Europe. It's the same system. There's only one difference: you. That's it. If you're teachable and coachable in this business, that's it. Prize one, you won. And that's what you got to do. Leave the rest to the leaders until you're ready to go. Because remember, everybody's aim needs to be to sit where I'm sitting, because the money's in the clicker. That's what you must always remember, that your aim must be to become a presenter on the Zoom calls, whether it's a Zoom call, whether it's a home opportunity meeting, whether it's a one-on-one, whether it's a two-on-one. Be the leader there. You need to sit where I'm sitting. That's your aim. And trust me, myself, Anri, Yolandi, we will sit here until you guys step up. We've got leaders that are already stepping up now. And that's what we want. We want Nigeria to bring their leaders to the fore, and we are zoning in on them. We are seeing them. We are bringing them up with us, and eventually there's going to be 2-3 Zooms running at the same time in different countries. So here we go. So there's 4 stages in network marketing. So it's very important for you to understand the stages in network marketing, so that you can see, with your teams going, with your downline, you can pick up and you can see and potentially stop somebody from actually quitting. Because our business is not an easy business. People think this business is a get rich quick. It's a get in there, make a lot of money. It's not that. Our business, network marketing, direct selling, is a business. It's a business. So the 4 stages. The first one is create and build. So for example, there's excitement in Nigeria right now, right? You guys are bringing people on there. People want to join your business, and you guys want to go out and build. We did the same. We're still doing the same, right? But as a leader, the second step is to manage them. Manage the teams, manage your people, take their calls, help them, stand with them until they can duplicate what you are doing. And if you don't have those people with you, there's South Africa that will help you. We do more than enough Zooms. Every single week, we do more than enough Zooms for you to bring your people on to get the recordings, because the recordings are put on the WhatsApp groups after the call. So manage them. Make sure you take the calls, because it's easy to get lost in this business. It's very easy. So now the third and the fourth stage are very, very important, and you need to be wary of those stages. So the third stage is the defender of non-growth. That means you stop growing suddenly. You stop growing and you start defending the case why you're not growing. So you come with excuses, right? So if you're in stage 3, for too long, you stand risk to slide into stage 4. Now, as a leader, you need to be able to identify that about yourself. So if you start getting making excuses as to why you're not growing, coming up with reasons, why you're not growing, because of this, because of that, and we don't have product, and the courier didn't deliver, you are sliding. You are sliding because you are trying to justify to yourself that it's not happening for you. Okay. Now, if you leave yourself there for too long, or your brand partner, they're going to shift into stage 4. Now, stage 4, one foot's out the door already. Okay. Because stage 4, you start blaming people, the product, the company. You start looking for all these things now for you to leave. Okay. So before you get to 4, if you're a top leader, if you're a leader, okay, if you're a leader, just remember, in our business, if you've got one person in your team, you're a leader, okay, because that person's watching you, okay? That person's going to do what you teach him to do or her to do, and that person is going to duplicate you. So mindful of that, stay positive, okay? And if you see you sliding into 3, get yourself out of there. get yourself, have an accountability partner, have a mentor, talk to somebody. Everybody must have a mentor. Everybody must have an accountability partner so that you can go to that person and then that person can inspire you and push you to reach your desired goal. Remember, you can make money in this business only if you get out of your comfort zone. If you're going to sit back and expect it to happen, you might as well give up now. You might as well give up now because it's not going to happen for you. So that's that. Then your role as a leader, okay, this is very important. Protect your team from outside influences. So there's a lot of people that are going to try and dissuade you from doing what you're doing, okay? The biggest one is family. Family are the number one people that are going to try and dissuade you from doing this business, because they're going to have all kinds of stories. They're going to have all kinds of stories for you, okay? You need to make sure that you stay close to stage 1 and stage 2. And I always say, stay close to the fire, okay? The fire being your leader. Stay close to him or her because they have been in the business for a long time and they don't care if there's negatives. They don't care if there's negatives because there's a goal. They're focused. There's negative. They know there's negatives. They fight the negatives. They have a goal in mind. They got hope, trust, and a plan, and they go. They go. They don't worry. They just focus ahead. Those are the people you stay close to because the energy they project is contagious. Okay, so your most precious jewel is your mind. The mind is a very, very strong thing, okay? Your mind will get you to where you want to be. If you tell yourself every single day with affirmations on the mirror in your bathroom that I am a millionaire, I have a huge car, I have a big house, I'm going to have a big team, all of that, if you have all of that and you keep saying it to yourself, you will do well in this business. So I can just ask you guys to mute. So let me just mute here. So that's
Sorry,
that.
Nic, you can make me co-host, then I will jump in when something happens.
Let me do that quickly, Anri, sorry. I'll do that quickly. There we go.
And I can just manage.
All right. So guard your mind and that of your team. So as a leader, protect your teams. Protect your teams from outside influences because there's a lot of people that will try and convince you to maybe even go to another business, maybe even go to their downline, join their business. There's ethics, there's integrity, and there is loyalty. So practice that, and you will succeed in your business. Right. So success loves speed. The sooner you get your downline paid, the better chance you'll have of retaining that person in your team. So what does that mean? That means you have a 70% chance of keeping that prospect, that brand partner, the new one. You have 70% chance of keeping him if you get him paid quickly, right? So when people get paid, especially in new markets, you want to grow a market very quickly. Ensure that your team gets paid because that news spreads very fast. And the fastest network growth happens when people get paid. Fact. Momentum is reached quicker, and if the opposite happens, so if you've recruited somebody and you've left him and you don't look after him, you don't teach him, don't get him onto Zoom calls, or you don't sit with him one-on-one and explain to him, get him off the ground, try and get people onto his team quickly, there's a 80% chance that person's going to leave. Okay, so be watchful of that, be mindful of that. So in a year's time, just remember, right now where you're standing, behind every blessing is a testing. Serve your organization during the storm. As a leader, serve your organization during the storm. We're in the storm, guys. We're in the storm. Every business that starts from nothing or starts from the ground, remember, we are a $300 million debt-free company, but we are starting the African continent. You're on this call here today. You are a pioneer. You have the first mover advantage. You have the first storm is going to hit you. You've got to be strong enough. You've got to be positive enough to face that storm and overcome it. Marathoners win the race on the uphill, and conversations come before commissions. So in our business, storytelling, okay? Facts tell, stories sell. Your conversation must come before your commission. Don't always look at your commission. Talk to people. The more people you talk to, the quicker you're going to start making a lot of money. Don't think of the commission. Be on the conversation. Focus on the prize and not the price. People want to know what the product does. People want to hear your story. Focus on your story. Don't sell it. Don't sound like a salesman. Focus on your story. Okay. The prize, this product, this is what it did for me. I love this. Remember, when you're speaking to somebody, you've already spoken to that person, and you want to know that person's going to tell you what the issues are, and you'll know how to talk to that person, especially once you've heard their story. So there's 7 fundamental skills in network marketing. I'm going to quickly go through them. The first thing is to find the prospect. Find the prospect. How do you find the prospect? Through Facebook, WhatsApp groups. You can find the prospect through Instagram. You can find a prospect through a memory jogger. You can find the prospects anywhere. So jot down, make a list of 50 people. Make a list of 50 people. Invite them to a home opportunity meeting. You don't have to invite 50 people to your home, but you can invite 10 people to your home, right? You can invite people to Zoom calls. We have Nigerian Zoom calls on Sunday nights. We have training Zoom calls on Tuesday nights. We have training and opportunity calls on Thursday nights, and we have corporate call on Friday night. So there's Zoom calls most nights. So get them on that. Have a one-on-one or a two-on-one meeting with your people, right? Through the lists that you've gathered, right? Like I said, you present them the opportunity. You send them a video about the company. If you don't have a video, ask your upline. They will send you a little short video about the company. I've done some. They're on my YouTube channel if you want to go and see it. Or just ask your upline and they will give it to you. They will give you the video. There's a lot of tools on your Share app. On your Share app, there's videos on there. There's information on there. Follow up with them afterwards. And then ask them the question. And this is a very important question that you're going to ask them. What part of the video did you like? Don't ask them, did you enjoy it? Because it's easy to say yes. If you ask them what part of that video did they like, it's forcing them, and you actually tell them, that's what I'm going to ask you tomorrow at 9 o'clock when I phone you. Okay? If you say what part, that means you're forcing them to watch it. And that video is probably going to be 6 or 7 minutes long. Keep it like it. Keep it like it. And then once you phone them the next day, then you go for the close. You go for the close, or if you can't go for the close and you don't feel comfortable, get your leader. Get your leader to phone and speak to that person, because your leader will know what to do to get that person into your team, right? So getting people started effectively. So once they're in your business, there's steps. We've done training on that. There's videos, there's Zoom calls, there's recordings on that. Get them started effectively, and then promote events. Events like Zoom calls, like live events, are very important, because you get them into that hype. It's different to a Zoom call. A live event is much different. It's electric. You leave that event on fire. Okay, you leave that event so hyped up, so ready to go. It's crazy. We've got a big event in Johannesburg next week, Thursday night, and another event in Bloemfontein on Wednesday night. So watch the socials. It's on there. Get your teams, get to those events, because those events is going to take your business to the next level. Never forget why you started. Never, ever forget. So when you're doing Facebook marketing, and the reason why I'm showing you this, these are all ways of building your team. If you know the language, if you know the system and how to talk, and you know what to write, you will start growing your business. I didn't invent this. It's training. This is training. This is getting it from the leaders in all the years, and we are passing it on to you, because you are going to pass it on to your team, right? So there's some terms that you use on Facebook, like, if you're seeing this post, I appreciate you in my life. Powerful term. Okay. Ask the question, are you happy with what you have achieved this year so far? And once that person has answered the question, if you've seen this post, I appreciate you in my life, that person's going to answer you on Facebook, whoever it is, you'll find an answer. You go on Messenger to that person and you say to that person, amongst other things, are you happy with what you have achieved this year so far on Messenger? And then, has anyone ever spoken to you about partner co or residual income or making money from home? Use any one of them, okay? Again, on Messenger, okay? Why on Messenger? Because you're one-on-one with that person now, right? You're not going public. You're one-on-one with that person, more comfortable talking to you, right? You have to be seen as an eagle in the public eye to be able to relax as a lamb at home. So be that leader, be that leader, be in the front, be seen as a leader, because once people see you as an eagle, right? Once people see you as an eagle, you can relax because your team is happening. They are doing what you've taught them to do, and they are out there working, okay? So tools at your fingertips that you must answer. Tools at your fingertips must answer 3 questions. And I use the acronym FAST, right? The first one, F, find what do I need to do? So get a plan, have a plan, okay? What do I need to do? Then A for ask, can I do it? Do it, okay? Do it, can I do with the plan I've got, can I do it? S for show, will it be worth it? Will the return, if I do that, make me what I want to make or get to, right? So review that and then track it. Track your progress, okay? Have a winning culture with your team and do the challenges. Take part in the challenges. This is all things that you've got to do in order for you to get to where you want to be in this business. Because, like I said in the beginning, it's a system. There's 7-figure earners, there's 6-figure earners, there's 8-figure earners. They do the same thing as us. They do the same thing as we do. The only difference is you and me, okay? So some golden nuggets, it's not selling, it's serving. Remember what I said. You must be a servant leader. Master that and you'll never sell again. Because if you give somebody hope, you tell the person about what the product has done for you, okay? You won't have to sell it. That person will want it, okay? If you don't get people to say yes, you're doing them a disservice. Relook at the way you are projecting, look at the way you are doing it, and practice it. Practice it with your person that you have an accountability with, a family. Let them give you constructive criticism, but practice it. Don't give up, just practice it. Market your product so you can change lives. So we're reaching the end of the presentation, and I just want to tell you about your attitude, because it's your attitude and not your aptitude that will determine your altitude, okay? Because your posture comes before the paycheck, okay? So watch your posture. Watch your posture, the reward will be the paycheck. So if you come across as positive, you're sitting up, you're leaning forward, you're talking to that person, but you talk to that person with compassion, that person is going to buy from you. That person is going to trust you. That person is going to give you what you want, and you're going to get a paycheck because of that. So understand why you are doing this business. Excuse me. Understand why you are doing this business. Ultimately, you're trying to build a legacy, right? You don't want to do the business for today and only for today. You want to build this business so that you can transfer it to your kids and your kids' kids. The business is willable, transferable, and sellable. This business, build it correctly, you can do it anywhere in the world. Allocate time each day for your home-based business, or in our case also your phone-based business. So allocate the time. Allocate the time. If you've got another permanent employment, that's fine. We're not saying leave your work, but allocate time, whether it's after work, before work, during your lunchtime. Allocate time, have a plan the day before, allocate time in your phone-based business, and give that time to phoning people, talking to them, sending them a video, have it ready, and you'll see very soon what will happen in your business. So live your products by becoming the product of the product. So, you know, when people ask you, are you on the product? What are you going to tell them? No, I'm not on the product, or yes, I am on the product. Do you think you're going to get the person to join the business if you tell him, no, I'm not using the product? Definitely not. So you need to be the product of the product. And then very important, be teachable, coachable, and trainable. If you those three, you are done. Remember, there's a system. I've been in network marketing for just on 8 years. And I promise you, when I started, I thought I knew everything until I was taught to duplicate. And I duplicated, and today I am where I am because of duplication. So that's advice. It's free advice. Our business is like that. Our business, you have people that are helping. You're not alone. So next week, Wednesday the 15th in Bloemfontein for the South Africans, Wednesday the 15th, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock at the Cubana rooftop. Anri and Yolandi will be there to host you. We have the president of Africa also there, Craig the Brain, together with Neo and Tunye. She will be there, Business Development Africa. They will all be there to host you, have fun with you, talk to you, tell you, and trust me, there's a huge announcement that they're going to make at the event. And then also the next evening on the 16th of March, Johannesburg, 6:30 to 8:30. Eagle Nest Lodge in Four Ways. Craig, Neo, myself, we'll all be there, excited to host you guys. And trust me, that announcement, you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss that announcement. So I'm urging all of you, all brand partners on the call, watching the recording, be at those events, whether you're in Bloem or Joburg. If you're in Cape Town, get on a plane. It's your business. Invest in your business. Get yourself people in Joburg and Bloem. Invite them to the call. If you can't make it and you're out of town, that's fine. Just let us know. We will host them. We will look after them. We will help you build your business. Doesn't matter if you're not in the team or not. But be at the events. Big announcements are going to be made. Africa's on the cards, guys. Africa is there. Nigeria, you're going to have your function also later in the year. Have patience. Let's keep pushing, guys. We're in a Formula One car here. We're in a Formula One car. We're in pole position, and we are ready to take this continent. 1.7 billion people are there waiting for you. So the world will only give you what you refuse to give up on. So remember that, eh? The world will only give you what you refuse to give up on. So never quit. Be that person. Go out there and make it happen. I thank you. Anri, I'm going to leave you to close us out.
Yeah, thank you, Nic. Wow, what a powerful training. So many nuggets. We'll definitely share this with you guys. And thank you for your hard work, Nic. And it's true what you say. You know, everyone must understand that this is not a fly-by-night business. This is not something that happens overnight. You build networks by getting people to trust you. And that is part of the game and a part of this amazing business that we are in. People need to trust you. People need to see that you are consistent. People need to see that you use your own products. So it's so important for us to be those testimonies. And yes, from there on, we can then start building our teams bigger and bigger. And I promise you, it will turn. The tables are going to turn the moment. We will do maybe next week. I will do maybe a training quickly on the stadium effect of a multiplication. And if you can understand that concept, please don't give up just before you reach that space where multiplication is really, starting to happen in your business. So thank you so much, Nic. We are looking forward to see everyone. Please get your people, your friends, your families to attend next week with us in Bloemfontein on Wednesday and Thursday in Pretoria, in Johannesburg. And yeah, we are looking forward to meet you with Craig and Neo. And that is such an incredible way to also meet the Africa president and ask him the questions and ask them, where are we going with this? Because we are going to big places and Africa is on the map. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you for your time. We love you. And you'll have a great and fantastic week. I'm still in the dark, but you know what? there's light in the tunnel in this business. We love you all.
And Anri, what do we say? That's our story, and we stick.
And we're sticking with it.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you, Anri. Thank you,
Bye.
Nic.